Remember that I am not a professional, so don't come for me. Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel. So today I will be sharing how I clip my 4-year-old's ends. I do it, somebody asked me why I clip my son's hair at such a young age, and I just want to say everybody's hair needs clipping sometimes, especially when you notice that it's harder to detangle. And if you have hair like my son, he has very, very soft hair when it's wet. Like it, well, usually when it's dry too, but when it's wet, it's very easy to detangle. And when I notice that it doesn't have as much, like there's some friction at the end, I notice that I need to just clip his ends, because that's when they get scraggly. That's, you know, it's telling me that, hey, you can't go through because the ends are like, ah. So that's why I clip my 4-year-old's ends. And also, if you know me, you know that I love hair and I love to take care of hair. So it's not just Avani slays in the sense of, you know, just making nice hairstyles. I also love to keep my hair healthy and strong. So that's pretty much why I cut his hair, well, clip his ends. This is actually the first time that I am blow drying his hair, so that's really interesting to share with you guys, because I've never ever blown his hair out before. So it's going to be pretty exciting to see how that turns out. So here I'm starting off with my son's hair dried and pre-stretched, because I washed it the night before and I braided it up. So I'm re-wetting it. I'm putting some Cantu spray in it, and I'm also putting the heat protectant on it and brushing it through. And then I'm going to go in with the blow dryer. Now I'm blow drying with warm air and medium airflow at first. Now I'm just gonna adjust the temperature to hot on the same airspeed and go through with a few passes. Now his hair is all blown out, so I'm just gonna brush it all together. And you see how fluffy it is? I love it. So now I'm getting ready to part it off, taking my first section of hair, and we're going to clip it. Now, these are not perfect parts, perfect sections, perfect amounts of hair that I'm clipping off, but I'm clipping off the ends that don't need to be there, basically. The ones that I know are causing a problem, the snaggly ends. Now, as I section off the next part of hair, I combined it, and also I'm going to take a part of the hair that I already clipped, and I'm going to combine it so that I can compare it to the last part that I clipped, so that it won't be too different in length, if that makes sense. I know you guys see me pushing my baby's head, but it's only because he was getting lazy. He didn't want to keep resisting the pulling of the comb. So I was just putting it back in place so that I wouldn't be too skewed in cutting. Right at this part, I saw a few ends that I missed, so I just went in and clipped them off. As you all can see, he's totally content and happy eating his pears. So we're going to move on to the braiding up. And I'm only going to do 2 braids this time. So now I'm just parting his hair off, and I'm putting some braid gel on his part just to define it a little more. And I was in a rush, guys, because his grandma came to get him. So I was trying to rush because I didn't want her waiting too long. But I'm just brushing it through his hair. And you're also going to see me put it on the ends of his braid. Just to protect his ends a little more. I like to add a little braiding jam or braiding gel on the ends just to protect it a little more. So before I go through with my fingers, I brush so that my fingers won't get snagged and it won't hurt him. And also so that the hair can be collected well enough for me to grasp it all and it'll come out as neat as possible. And we're at the end. Towards the end, I brush a little more because I want the end to be as straight as possible. I don't want it to be bunched up and scraggly. So, and here's the part where I put on the braiding gel. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. Check the info box for more details on the products used. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. Any suggestions, leave them in the comments. And I'll see you next time.